Here I am. First of all, thank you so much to NASA Italia, Ferrari Malaysia, for arranging this special one-off session for us at evomalaysia.com. And we specifically wanted the last session so that we are not pressured to pass on to another media or somebody else, so that we have all the time for this car to give you all a proper look. Now, I know I already did a video about this car that day during launch, but come on, it was so busy and the place was filled with people, and we just wouldn't be able to get a clear view or a clear shot of the car. So now what I'm trying to do is to give you all a clear look of the car. Alright? And today my intention is to look at every single little detail that this car has to offer. And yeah, there is a lot of detail. Now the front design of this car, this part, is actually very similar to that of the F8 Tributo. Alright, the F8 Tributo also almost have like this kind of an intake duct in the middle. Alright, and one thing that I noticed, you see most cars, and most cars, when they put an intake, like a side grille over here, they have a like oil coolers or radiators and all that, right? Most of them are upright. Do you notice that? This one is lying flat. It's crazy. So you get to do the cooling, but what's most importantly is that air gets to go through it. In a certain way, the radiator is also part of the spoiler because it's at this angle. In a way, the air moves over it. It's crazy. And then some of the little details that I might have missed the other day. Look at the front carbon splitter. Look at this part. Very subtle, 3 little fins over here. And this is new for me. Most of the time when you have your wheel arches, it's rather unique to have a separate piece that you can spec in carbon fiber just on the arch itself. Imagine doing it for the other parts as well. That'll be pretty unique. Now of course, specifications, which now includes carbon wheels. Let's have a close look at this. So it's amazing that the whole rim and disc brake assembly is more carbon than metal in a way, right? Look at the carbon ceramics and look at the size of it, the sheer size of it. Look at that. How huge is this? It's crazy. The shorter in Pilot Sport Cup too. These are really good semi-slicks. Alright. Crazy. Lovely, man. Lovely carbon wheels. Let's find some more details to look at. Alright. The headlamps over here. There's a duct underneath here as well. And then here there are 3 LED lights. And this thing just looks, in a way it looks as if it's detachable, right? Like it hovers above the headlamp, and these are really slim headlamps. Right, very nice. Okay, then let's have a look at this part. Crazy. I almost missed this. It starts from here all the way. Okay, that's the key. And then of course air comes out from here as well. Alright. Again, I'm going to show you the key. Look at that. Same as the Roma. It is identical to the Ferrari Cavallino. Right. I really like this key. When I first saw it online, I thought, oh, isn't that a bit, you know, cheeky? But no. This again, this part you feel leather, this part metal. So there's not a part of this key that you feel You can feel plastic. That means, right, this could have been something that 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 can be made in 30s or 20s, right? It means it is something that it looks like something organic, whereby it's natural material, right? Metal and leather. So it feels like something that will last for a long, long time, right? Unlike plastics, okay? And of course, this is, you need to spec this when you buy a Ferrari. Yes, even their badges, you have to pay for them, okay? Have a closer look at the side mirrors. It's mounted on the center part of the door, pretty low, instead of here. Okay. Of course, it's for aerodynamic purposes. What else? It's to drive air straight into that, because this is where the air goes into the heart of the car. You know, the fins here are spec in carbon fiber. Now this one has like what they call the Fiorano package, with the carbon elements and then the stripes that runs on top. The specs alone, even though it's not crazy specifications, the specifications alone on this car, you can buy a brand new Porsche Boxster. So now you understand, we are on a different level here we're talking about, okay? As Porsche continues to push down and reach more volume, Ferrari seems to be pushing everything up. Amazing, huh? Okay. The rear tail lamps, they are sort of really physical. You know, they jut out and no longer in the rounded design. I think this gives a more modern look to it, because this is a plug-in hybrid, right? Filled with modern technology. And then look underneath here, okay? The carbon fins, the diffusers, and it's not just for show. Some of it is like, why, right? I'm sure they would have done their work in the wind tunnel, right? Alternating it, one is hollow out. I mean, not hollow out, but there's a hole here, and it's very aggressive. And you know, these are the things that will do their magic on the track run, because it's just so aggressive. The carbon designs, the how the air moves around the car, or how the car moves around air, right? Look at all that. Really epic. That's the exhaust. Mounted it high here. There's the valves that open and close. Can you see that? Okay. And then even this rear part, this entire deck is a spoiler. Air travels past here, and this is pretty cool. The Cavallino actually comes out from the part. I mean, that's pretty epic, right? They went around and do all these little details. They could have easily fit it over here, but no. They want it to stand out. They want it to be really different. This deserves a shot. Amazing. Alright, the third brake lights. My god. Guys, look at this. You see my finger? Damn. So they even found a place to let air through the third brake light. Can you imagine the lines that this car generates in the computer simulation? That's gonna be really crazy, right? I think you can imagine the lines going through the computer simulation here, and then going in here, split in between here, even up here, over the car, hot air coming out here, right? And what is that? Wait. Damn. This is pretty mad. It's crazy. And see, can you hear it? Polycarbonates. Right? Yeah, these are all lightweight materials. You know, everything just makes sense here. Everything is designed for the car to cut through the wind. You know, let air, not hot air out. These guys are masters. Yep, this is the details that I wanted to look at, which I couldn't the other day because there are so many people that day. Right. Wonder how much these alone costs. It's gonna be mad. Okay, let's get into the car. So you open it this way. It's an electronic release. The entire door is finished in carbon, and this is interesting. Like I pointed out the other day, this is matte surfaced, but this is gloss. All right, and then this is matte, and this is gloss, and this is gloss. This is matte. This is pretty epic. All right, all these buttons in the car are electronic release. All right, there's no door bin, but it's a net stitch in leather that runs across. You can drop your stuffs in there. The entire door is carbon, and I can tell you that the finishing of the car is just amazing. The finishing of its carbon is epic. Alright. Assetto Fiorano. Alright, look at the seats. It's carbon as well, absolutely thin. And of course you can run a 5-point harness through this, I suppose. Not sure, but these are really nice. Leather panels, all just on the vital parts that support your body on the carbon frame. Okay, it's a mixture of matte carbon and full carbon as well. Basically, it's a carbon construction that's going on here. Let's go into the car. At the end of the day, this is a Berlinetta Ferrari when you think about it. Right, V8, mid-engine V8, the giant big brother of the successful lineage of, you know, 360, 430, 488, 458, F8, but this one performs on a totally different level. Okay, now it has all the modern Ferrari telematics. Right, the entire screen is digital, and the graphics are beautiful, very beautiful, very video game like. You know, I think they put a lot of effort in the graphics, and all the buttons on the steering wheel are touch sensitive. I'm not sure if that's a good move, but that's what Ferrari decided to. Even the panels in the car, they are all touch sensitive on either side, right? So it's actually pretty crazy. Just the Malatino remains a physical knob. Now this is a pre-production car, mind you, mind all of us, right? It's a pre-production car. Even the engine start-stop is a touch-sensitive placement. I don't like that at all. I wish it is a push-start button. But then when you come to think about it, this is a plug-in hybrid. If you press the push start, and there's no cranking sound because the hybrid motor will be running first, that's also a weird sensation. And there might be we might end up one day that become a European law whereby every single car must start with hybrid mode. Alright, so wiper gets a physical button, right? And this one is the volume or VAT. I see a plus and minus. I don't know whether it's strictly for volume or what. Signals get physical, and of course the pedals. Alright, here you have the electronic toggles: reverse, automatic, manual, and launch. Yep, this is for launch control. So these toggles actually mimic the H pattern of the old Ferrari, like 308s and all that. And yep, it's here. The whole center bridge is carbon. Okay, there's a That looks like a CarPlay logo. Alright, and yeah, there's a cup holder. Oh, the aircon vents, pretty interesting. This looked like some static fan, but actually the whole thing moves. See that? Up and down, left or right. This might be clearer. Pretty interesting. And then you get a big one over here. And what's interesting is that there's no secondary display. Oh, this is the secondary display, I believe. This should be the secondary display for the passengers. Yeah, it feels like a screen, but then not much with it. What else do we have here? It won't start. I'm just trying to press and see what responds to me, because this is a pre-production and it's on display mode now. Alright, it is totally on display mode now. This slot is where you place the Ferrari key, the Cavallino, nicely here. And then even the buttons up here, they are all touch sensitive. Alright, pretty interesting, right? Visors made of leather, beautiful leather, and yeah. Okay guys, this is the key. I'm gonna place it over here. Okay, you don't have to place it over here just to start the car, but that's a beautiful place to mount your key. And then foot on the brake. Alright, and then press here, and that's how the car starts. Okay, look at that. Lovely. I don't know what is functional, what is not functional so far, but I'll just see what I can press around with, and it's just nice to see everything light up. Okay, so I can press the charger. See this? I'm gonna press this. Oops. I'll press the one to refuel. Oh, the one maybe I need to lift it myself. I'm still not sure. Oh, sorry. Press it a few times. Mind you, this is pre-production. Okay? And of course, the charger ports are here. What else works? Okay. Of course, the bonnet. The lights are on now. Very, very lightweight, of course. It's full carbon fiber. And of course, this is, they call it the what? Race E? Racy? The components, showing off the components. And for every Ferrari, they have this metal plate now. It will imprint all your specifications there. Okay. That's a very, very nice touch, isn't it? Okay. And what else do I have? I don't know. Okay. So, lovely. Alright guys, I guess that's almost all that I wanted to show you guys. This is a good in-depth look in the SF90 Stradale without interruption from anybody else. What do I think of it? I think Ferrari is very, very aggressive. You know, they no longer care if this occupies a spot or a performance spectrum higher than that of the LaFerrari. They don't really care if they should continue the tradition whereby the V12 front engine flagships, the GT ones, produce more power than the V8 Berlinettas. They just want to go ahead and tell people that in normal Ferrari now that you buy without any limits, which to other car makers is considered a hypercar, to Ferrari this is just their new age normal Ferrari that is not production limited. This is what I want to see in these brands. This traditionally they occupy the highest spot in people's mindset, in every child's dream of what a Ferrari or a Lamborghini is, right? And over the years, during the supercar horsepower battle, where cars have been getting more and more powerful, right? You see the gap between a family sedan and what was last time a supercar getting closer and closer. But Ferrari is like, what can we do to make sure we are at the top, you know? And for a standard production V8 Ferrari with modern technology, this is what is possible now. Okay, SF90 Stradale, maybe to signify or celebrate 90 years of the formation of the Scuderia racing team. But yeah, Scuderia Ferrari 90th anniversary Stradale. This is it. Alright, performance that is crazier than a LaFerrari, faster than a LaFerrari. And just imagine this, you start this car, quietly roll off your neighborhood, go out, murder a Bugatti Veyron, and then come home quietly, park at your house, charge it. How crazy does that sound? Here's the charger, and here's where you refuel. Alright, so that's about it. Here's the SF90 Stradale, 1,000 horsepower. Okay, and the price is a bargain for what it is able to do. Okay, yeah, 1.9 million before you spec anything, and the specs on this car is about 600,000. That adds up to 2.5 million before tax. Even with tax, you're looking at below 5 million. And this level of performance, yeah, that's crazy. That's Ferrari for you. Thank you so much to Ferrari for giving me this opportunity to video this quietly without interruption. Alright, cheers. Okay, so today I brought something that I want Jeffrey to sign for me. Can you sign on the first page? Where's the first page? Okay, that's the ad. Okay, this is nice.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, not some fancy fountain pen. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yes. Now I get a Ferrari man signing my Ferrari magazine.
With my red suit.
In your red Ferrari suit.
I feel like a celebrity.
Hey, you look like a celebrity,
No
okay? Wow.
Thank
Yes.
you.